Aam Aadmi Party leader. We are talking about the Aam Aadmi Party leader who has been shot dead outside Gurdwara in Jalandhar. Lucky Oberoi has sustained multiple gunshot wounds and there is panic as far as the area is concerned. This is the Aam Aadmi Party leader Lucky Oberoi who was shot dead outside this Gurdwara in model town of Jalandhar. Now reports are indicating that he sustained 5 gunshot wounds and was rushed to a private hospital. So he has been this leader who has been shot dead outside the Gurdwara in Jalandhar's model town. That is the information we are getting. Breaking news coming in at the moment. The Aam Aadmi Party leader was taken to the Fortis hospital where he's come to his injuries. He had arrived at the Gurdwara. He had just parked his vehicle. He arrived in his car when assailants on a two-wheeler apparently opened fire at him. So he was, of course, his wife also was involved in politics. In fact, Ghazali, my colleague joining us. Ghazali, very shocking. Look at the visual. He was just parking his car when he was shot and there were multiple rounds of gunshots that were fired. Take us through the details. What's happened here? Was there any, do we have any leads here as to who could be responsible for the death of the Aam Aadmi Party leader?
See, as far as the specific case is concerned, this is AAP leader Lucky Oberoi, who was shot dead today morning outside the Gurdwara in the posh model town locality of Jalandhar. And he received around 3 gunshots, was taken to Fortis hospital immediately after being shot, where he succumbed to his injuries. Oberoi had arrived in the Gurdwara in his Thar and was, as in the visual suggests, that while he was parking it outside the Gurdwara, around assailants on a two-wheeler opened fire at him. But what could be the motive or the reason is still not known. Police is investigating that who could be the assailants, where he had some political rivalry or he was getting some personal threats. That is the line of probe for the police. But this has become a very usual occurrence in Punjab, that daylight killings, political leaders, kabaddi players, businessmen, they're all receiving threats, and day after day we are receiving such reports from different parts of Punjab that how the criminals or the anti-national, anti-social elements have been emboldened to carry out these attacks in broad daylight in front of people, this being the recent case. Now, the law and order situation is such in Punjab that even the High Court has rebuked the DGP in previous cases of killings of the kabaddi player, shooting outside SSP office in Mohali, shooting outside the Mohali District Court. So such is the case of law and order in the state, that not just opposition but even the courts have to intervene and pull up the Punjab police and the DGP for the deteriorating law and order situation in Punjab, the recent case being the Jalandhar killing today.
Ghazali, Lucky Oberoi's wife had contested the municipal elections as well on an Aam Aadmi Party ticket. Get us details of the family involved in politics, the Aam Aadmi Party leader. How old was Lucky Oberoi? A very, very untimely death and of course a very tragic one at that.
Yeah, his wife unsuccessfully contested the municipal local body polls recently from Jalandhar district. And after that, perhaps the family has been long associated with Aam Aadmi Party. He was one of the young leaders there. And this appears to be one of such cases where perhaps the party or the family would have received threats during the polls or after polls, or maybe some personal rivalry from the Lucky Oberoi. But yet, as of now, it is not clear that what was the reason of the killing, who would have, because generally what happens that after every killing, we get such random social media posts where perhaps some gangster will own up the killing and then police will start probing the entire murder case on that line. But that issue is still not clear, that who could be behind the killing or what could be the reason of the killing. But this is just one significant fact, that he is an Aam Aadmi Party leader. His wife contested the municipal polls on Aam Aadmi Party ticket. As of now, these are the limited details available of the incident in Jalandhar where he was killed today.
And when we talk about the association of the Aam Aadmi Party leader, we're talking about he being a close associate of Rajwinder Kaur Thiara, the Aam Aadmi Party in charge. Take us through, the work that Lucky Oberoi has done, the work that he's been involved in, and, if there were any threats that were known coming his way. And, this is so tragic. We can see this must have been multiple rounds of gunshots before, targeting the man. And this, that too, the location of this, just outside of Gurdwara. Very, very tragic there. Very disturbing news coming out of Jalandhar.
See, in the last 2 months, there has been several cases. One notable case of Aam Aadmi Party Sarpanch getting killed in broad daylight while attending a marriage ceremony in Amritsar, in a marriage palace. Now it's the second killing of an AAP leader. That also shows that perhaps the criminals or those who are involved in these killings are so emboldened that they are not afraid even in attacking or even killing the leaders aligned with the government or who are part of the Aam Aadmi Party ruling government as well. So this certainly raises a lot of questions on the law and order situation, that how police has not been able to instill that fear among the criminals there, and how easy it has become for the foreign handlers or the foreign gangsters or gangsters based in foreign land to hire local recruiters to carry out these executions in Punjab. That is something which has totally been untamed by the police, and every day, almost every day, we are hearing such random killings or reports of random killings surfacing from one district to another, today being Jalandhar, and this is certainly a question on the law and order situation of Punjab. The police will have to probe swiftly in this case, perhaps because this is happening so frequently, so in broad daylight, in open, that the person arrived in a posh locality, Gurdwara in Jalandhar, and he has been killed in front of everyone.
Aware of his whereabouts, exactly what time he would be. He was in his Thar when he arrived at the Gurdwara. He was parking while he was, continuing to be in his car is when he was shot at. Apparently, there were people on a two-wheeler who came and attacked him right outside this Gurdwara in the Model Town area of Jalandhar.